What's up, guys? It's Game of Bros. I'm Corey the Stooks.
Frankie the Cisco Kid. Sorry.
And we got a special guest this week, Marshall.
This guy is a genius. Makes great short films.
Hello.
The next Spielberg.
Go check.
Go check out his movies.
Yeah. All right. Well, we weren't here last week. We had a bit of a Wi-Fi issue at our surprise location, so unbelievable, man. What an episode that was.
We got to watch the episode though.
Yeah, that was
that was a good thing.
Yeah, mobile using your phone as a hotspot came up big.
Yeah, came through the clutch like the Cavs.
And like that was one of the. I actually think that might have topped all this show's battle sequences. I think it probably topped Hardhome, Blackwater. What an intense sequence! It even looked like for a minute Jon Snow was in jeopardy.
I was nervous.
Yeah, I mean when he was kind of trapped. Everybody was trampling him.
Dude, I couldn't breathe.
I was like 90% sure that they wouldn't kill off Jon. But when he was down there, it's just like.
You were holding your breath too, right?
I'm a little uncomfortable.
You're like, get the hell up. Get up.
You gotta breathe, bro. Come on.
I feel like he maybe should have taken Sansa's advice on that one.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, why didn't Sansa just tell him?
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That's,
like,
you know.
Hey, you're making it seem like you were going to wait like 40 days. He was 15 minutes later.
Maybe just a heads up, you know? Maybe
Something.
so many people wouldn't have to die.
Yeah, I feel like the way she was talking to him was like, just wait, we don't have time. Well, I'm sure we have 15 more minutes.
R.I.P. 1-1, man. He would have been alive. He'd still be here.
1-1. He got the door down.
Dude, that was a horrible shot to the eye. And then what's his name? No, just the post route.
God, what is Rickon doing? I feel like running in a straight line is probably not a good idea when someone's shooting arrows at you. Maybe
go a little left, go left.
Maybe he was going for a new 40 time. I don't know. I just feel like
not smart.
I was almost wondering. I was like, what if he ran backwards? Then he'd be able to look at the arrows. I mean, he wouldn't be going very fast.
But he'd be okay. So like, I mean,
you just take a little time to travel.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Or no, just go. Turn around. Go, something.
And Sansa finally took care of business too, taking down Ramsay, and he went out the most poetic way possible.
Yeah, that was nice.
He fed his dogs.
I deep down I want a ghost to kill him, but it was probably better.
Okay, was the death savory to y'all? Was it good?
It felt earned.
I feel like it was worth it.
You don't starve dogs.
You weren't satisfied with Jon punching him 21 times?
That was badass. That was badass. I was like, I thought Sansa was gonna get a kick in or something. But no, I mean, yeah, it was a good way. I mean, now who do we hate? You know, it's like
I feel like Cersei is like working her way up there. And now we can segue into this week.
Kaboom!
Wow, she like killed like everybody. They're all gone.
I have more respect for her now than I ever have.
That was diabolical.
It's a move that she had to make.
It had to, absolutely.
They're playing checkers. She's playing chess. She just said it.
Her ball was on the line, and she took care of business. I mean, she's, I guess, queen now. I did not see that coming. In the preview episode, weren't you the one that said Cersei is going to be on top at some point this year?
I did say that. I said she's going to have to be on top.
Well played, sir.
You said she would too, right? You just didn't think it'd be this fast, or?
Right. I mean, like, I knew she was going to prevail the trial.
Right.
And when we found out it wasn't going to be trial by combat, like, everyone was like, oh, the mountain's going to save her. I knew she, seemingly she had another move up her sleeve.
Too important of a character to go out like that.
Right.
There had to be a counter. But what's interesting is Jaime is now in King's Landing, and I do not think that bodes well for Cersei.
I agree. But going back to the beginning, I thought that whenever I saw the mountain going in, I thought he was going to kill him.
I did too, actually.
I thought for some reason I thought he was going to kill him.
I thought that was her getting. I thought she felt like her son had betrayed her.
So she was going to get revenge on him. That's what I thought.
I actually kind of thought that way as well. So I was a little surprised when he resurfaced. But
well, he resurfaced and then back in.
Like, I thought there was maybe a chance, but I was like, deep down, the reason Cersei's doing what she's doing
is for her
children, now only child.
Well,
so, I mean, she doesn't have him anymore either.
They're all
but she was like looking like to prolong the Lannisters, right? And the faith was getting in the way.
What I want to know is how was he so molded into going with the faith, and his mom's right there telling him something.
Oh,
Easily manipulated.
I guess, right?
easily manipulated, and we saw the High Sparrow as kind of like he's able to get under people's skin, like really get them. Like look at Lancel this week. No, I'm sorry, not Lancel. Loras.
Yeah.
Loras is like
Ready to do the same
he's
thing.
ready to sacrifice his name, his titles.
I
and
just
like,
feel like he was ready to stop the suffering. That's what I felt.
yeah, of course there is a little bit of
Because
that.
here's the thing I didn't understand was, he was doing all that for his mother, and his mother's out already. So why go through all that again?
Yeah.
And then you changed the way what your mother was going to do was going to trial by combat. You took that away, so I was like, man, like this kid just got brainwashed like that.
Completely manipulatable. He put the Tyrells and Lannisters in a really crappy position, and well now
He's in a crappy
Tyrells
position.
are basically eliminated, and the Lannisters aren't doing much better either.
No, they're not.
It's just two.
I was like, at the end of the episode, I was left thinking, especially after we get this like epic wide shot of like 1,000 ships. I was like, Cersei might be on the Iron Throne right now, but
Not long.
Not
yeah,
long.
And
the
technically,
Targaryens are coming.
and you know what? I get why they did what they did, but technically she wouldn't be next up in the line of succession.
Right, you said it.
Now that all the Baratheons are out, I think actually that Daenerys and Jon would actually technically be the next in the actual line of succession. Instead of having to take it by conquest, they should be next up on the line.
Sure, but also no one knows about Jon.
Sure,
And
right.
then, no one's wanting to.
And if you
wait
don't
for
know
Queen
about Jon,
Daenerys to show
we're
up.
about to tell you. If you don't know, which
I feel like after this week, if you don't know, you haven't been paying attention. But one last thing on King's Landing before we segue to the next thing. Were you a little depressed to see Eugene Simon and Julian Glover bite the dust this week?
This is like in the matter of 5 minutes.
It's-
Both of them out.
okay, how would you rather die?
Oh my God!
Stabbing or
I think
Stabbing by a bunch of children
No,
or
no.
a bunch of wildfire.
Lancel.
right?
It's instant.
It's
You don't feel that? No, Grandmaster Parcelli, he felt it.
Not the children.
So I don't know if I want to have any more Game of Thrones stars on our show.
I don't know. It hasn't boded well for them so far.
Yeah,
That's for
don't invite Kit. Don't invite
Macy
Amelia
Williams.
Clark.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
The next sequence was the twins. We saw Jamie basically put Walder Frey in his place.
Oh, that was badass.
Yeah.
And then that mystery woman, where I had no idea who the hell she was, but I was like, okay, cool, I can dig it.
Fantastic sequence, and we have got vengeance for the Red Wedding. Arya took care of business.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Probably, I was debating whether or not Walder or Cersei was higher on her list because they've both done the most damage to the Stark.
I feel like
Yes.
Cersei is probably number one on her hit list.
Well, she definitely is now.
Right?
I feel like this is a nice little consolation in the time being.
I finally feel like the season has finally been full circle. Everything's finally coming together,
Yeah.
which was great. Now, like I said, I had no idea who this lady was, and they did such a great job by hiding it from us for the whole time. And then when they're pulling off the face, it's like,
Well,
oh.
I thought it was well set up. They
Yeah.
showing.
See,
her-
I thought it was like a relative
yeah,
of Robb Stark's wife. That's what I
looked
thought.
a little similar.
Right,
So
so
I
that's
can
what I
see
thought. Right.
that.
I was just under the impression based on the exchanges in the prior scene
Yeah,
Like her-
that it was like Jamie sending her in there to
Yeah,
do it
yeah, that
or
makes
something
sense.
like that.
absolutely.
I just love that he just bashed him like, how many have you fought?
I was kind of like, Jamie, kind of hold back a little bit. Walder tends to kill people that make him mad in his house.
In his house.
And we finally went back to Dorne. I don't know how excited people were to go back to Dorne, but that was.
Dorne was better when you have Lady Olenna and Daenerys there. It's like,
Abs-
okay, there are interesting characters.
Right.
Absolutely. Finally, it got interesting there, and I'm glad that alliance is formed. It looks like Olenna needs to go get some revenge after what Cersei did.
Yeah.
Yes, I love how she just, that's all I want. Damn, she killed all of her people in that.
Her son,
Which,
her
again,
grandson.
I'm sorry, that was still awesome. I love how she did it.
Oh no, it was executed.
People may hate her,
brilliantly.
but for some reason, I really like what
Oh, I
she
respect the shit out of the move.
It's really cool.
I just think
So-
clearly an extremely villainous move, but yeah, it was cool.
So glad she's still alive, though. She was always one of my favorite B characters.
I think Cersei is I think she's one of my top 5 for sure.
Oh no, now Cersei is. But I'm saying Olenna.
Olenna's definitely one of the best. I got
telling the sand snake to shut up.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. The women are talking. That was cool.
What about you? Nothing? Okay.
Yeah. And she was about to say something.
And we're finally leaving Essos. It's so nice to see Daenerys say it's time to go. I feel like
Lady Marine.
She dropped her dude.
Like it was nothing.
Like nothing.
Dude, Daario's gonna join the Jorah Club.
I feel like
friend zone.
I love the exchange with her and Tyrion.
That was such a great. I'm so glad what she did to Hand of the Queen. He deserved it. I know he fucked up last week or 2 weeks ago, but hey, it's all good. You forgive him for
For a second, I thought it was gonna be like a Targaryen sigil.
I kind of thought so too.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that they have at King's
Yeah,
Landing.
it is.
Okay,
it's a like.
Except it was silver.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So,
Absolutely.
But.
So yeah.
So the
The
next
North?
scene. Yes.
Lady Mormont came up clutch this week.
Right. That was awesome.
I feel like Jon's kind of been legitimized a little bit. That was awesome.
We have a new king in the north.
Absolutely.
I thought that was.
Littlefinger didn't seem very happy about
He
that.
didn't. I was like,
He's
oh.
kind of sitting in the corner like.
Up to this point, all of Littlefinger's plans have kind of gone his way. So
And
it's
finally, one didn't.
So it's kind of nice to see like something go against him. And you saw him look a little smug when Jon gave his speech, and
Yes.
and then once Lady Mormont turned the tide, his face got he was more upset.
Yeah,
So
I was like, ooh.
My first thought was like, everyone else has their sword in the air, king in the north, king in the north. We see Littlefinger kind of making his face that he makes. It's like, let's get that guy out of there.
Seriously.
I don't want him killing anybody that I like.
My thing was just like, why is he still there? I mean, I understand what he was trying to do, but he needs to get the hell out quick. What I'm thinking is in his head, he's like, what the hell's going to spawn? Like, how the hell can I get this stuff back?
Honestly, from a strategic standpoint, what I thought was going to happen with Sansa, I thought Sansa was going to agree to the marriage, but I thought that once the marriage was solidified, she was going to kill him. Because if that had happened, she would have had claim to his lands as well. And I feel like at some point Sansa is going to be his downfall.
I think that's what I can agree with him that. I didn't think that part, but I know she wants nothing to do with it.
But I'm really glad it played out the way it played out. It was different than how I expected it to play out, but it was awesome nonetheless. And honestly, the final sequence, extremely exciting. We finally have confirmation. R+L definitely equals J.
Does it?
I think so.
If you don't get that,
there's some whispers, and then we get that nice shot of baby
Jon with the eyes.
I don't know who, and then it cuts to
it's like
our friend Jon.
They had to just draw it out a little bit more. But I mean, come on, if you can't pick it up now,
how long have we known?
A long time.
It's been a theory since the first book was.
It's been a theory for 20 years. 20 years in the making, and it's finally come to fruition. Now people have the confirmation that they've assumed all along.
Well, unfortunately.
That's it.
That's
another season down, and now we have another pregnancy, another 9 months to go, I think. Unfortunate. And now it's going to be shortened seasons. Yeah. We're not even going to get 10.
Oh, that's right. It goes down to
a 7, I think.
7
It's disappointing, but
I will say by the end of this episode that all of the pieces are in place for like this final.
You're right. I agree.
Final portion of the series.
2 more seasons, right? That's what it's saying?
2 more seasons.
Okay, good.
Shortened seasons, but 2 more seasons.
So we're finally in the right place.
Everyone's out of Essos. We're all in Westeros, and now it's just everyone converging on each other, and exciting stuff's coming, I think.
But other than that, guys,
signing off.
Thank you, Marshall, for coming.
Marshall, appreciate you being here, man.
All right, guys, and we're out.
What happened?